Let me see if it's working. There we go. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. We are back on YouTube. We have 10 minutes until the open and there is no time to waste. Let me know in the chat, how are you guys doing? And there's a lot to go over because we already had some red folders. 8:15 and 8:30. It's Wednesday the 30th. We had CAD red folders, USD red folders. Wow. And we also have 10 AM news and we have JPY rates coming up. This is a very exciting session. And I want to go over trades I took, trades I am still watching. And I want to start with the dollar. The dollar is not very clean right now. Like the current price action is very sloppy. My bias is still this weekly bearish value gap. My bias for the dollar is higher. That means my bias for the USD pairs is lower. They're inverse correlated. So let's see if we can get that price action today. If we don't get that, we might sweep this Monday low first before going there. But I'm already going to look at shorts for the USD pairs. I am currently in a short on AUD USD, where I got almost stopped out when CPI happened. So let's show where the target is. The target is right here. The target is a weekly bullish for value gap. Then we took out these relative equal highs here on Monday, and we start displacing lower. This value gap got tagged one more time. We start breaking down value gap 1, and now we're creating another for value gap. So let's see at 10 AM. This could be something to take a trade on. Let's see what we do at the open. We still have news coming in. This is a trade I am. I'm a little heartbroken about NASDAQ, guys, because I saying the whole week, don't trust the up move. Don't trust the up move. And I got stopped out twice. I got stopped out twice before the move. So I'm -2 on NASDAQ while being correct, which is, well, that happens in trading. And why my bias was still lower and not higher. As I see all the Twitter influencers were like heavily bullish, I was like, no. And why is that? Let's say hypothetically, you want to create a buy model that we're going back to the highs. Hypothetically, if that happens, price needs to rebalance first before going higher. And the low-hanging fruit rebalance point is this daily bullish value gap. That's where I was shorting towards during this week. So that was unfortunate. We came back there. We have lots to rebalance. So I missed this move. Ideally from this area, I want to look for a long setup. Can be today, can be tomorrow with NFP coming up. And while I'm sending a lot of information your way, please share in the chat right now which pairs you are looking at, which you want me to look at. NASDAQ, gold. All right, Edward, let's do NASDAQ first. Like for NASDAQ for today, well, I have some connection issues. I think I should be still here. So I would look for, like, if this is going to be left open, I will definitely looking for a retracement. Take a short from this area. On the hourly. Yeah, maybe at 10 AM. It depends on how we... I would rather wait for 10 AM and just miss this initial move, because this move already happened. The actual move happened, so I'm not going to chase this. This will be my starting point for potential longs. I want to see what we do there. And then let's take a look at gold. Gold's interesting. Gold's engineering sell-side liquidity, in my opinion. And I'm curious what we do inside this area. So we have this 1 hour for value gap. I want to see, do we create this bullish for value gap? If we don't, we might have a short on our hands. Yes, for Nasdaq, we could target a daily for value gap. I think that's a low-hanging fruit draw on liquidity. So for gold, I'm neutral right now. The recent price action has not been very nice this past couple of days, since let's say last week, 7 days ago. Let's see what we do right here. I'm definitely watching this during the session. What I'm also watching is JPY. I'm very curious about JPY. JPY I have 2 points of interest. One is the daily for value gap. One is this weekly for value gap. Ideally, during rates, we want to tag one of those. But we already started moving here. So we could leave this open. But I'm curious for what we do inside this overlapping 1 and 4 hour for value gap on JPY. And this means just like the dollar, guys. When the JPY basket goes lower, it would be my bias. I would long the JPY pairs. Looking at JPY pairs, I think USD JPY would be the best contender. Why? I think dollar can go up. I think JPY can go down. That means USD JPY, the pair, should move the cleanest. So I'm probably going to look at that tomorrow after the rates. I'm not sure if the rates already happened. I don't think so. Hey, Gino, good morning. But I have a bullish bias on the JPY pairs, all of them. And let's look at which one is stronger. AUD is recently a little stronger. Like Euro, it's an up move. Yeah, so I would just look for which one's the cleanest. This is not very clean. Let's see if we move away from this daily bullish value gap. And cat JPY could be nice. Those are the oof, this is pretty nice. This is a unicorn here. Yeah, definitely. I would say cat JPY looks the best to me. Let's see if we move high from here. Cool. Okay, let's go over the watch list. So we have a few minutes to the open. I want to monitor Nasdaq, what we do. I want to monitor the dollar, what we do, especially the trade I'm currently in. I'm only one trade right now. Let's see if we can go lower or we go higher, and then let's go the rest. Trade the last down leg on gold. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay. Cool. So we have the indices. Same on the German index. I also have a bearish bias. Low-hanging fruit bearish bias is going to be the relative equal lows. Probably around 10. I'm going to look for some entries. Yeah, very aggressive pre-open. GU is weak. The GU could be heading towards this higher time frame area as well. The weekly value gap. After we took out previous week's highs. Actually, yeah, the Monday highs actually. Cool, let's see what looks nice as well. I think Bitcoin is gonna make its move next week. I think we're gonna see a very explosive internal to external on Bitcoin coming, let's say, month. So for the crypto bros here, I think we're gonna have some fun. But the cat pairs have been not very clean, so I haven't been trading that. I didn't take many trades this week at all. Like I took Nasdaq trades, I took USD pair trades, that's it. It is awful. very bearish. So we're gonna keep our focus on probably the indices, the USD pairs, maybe the JPY pairs. But ideally, I want to wait for after rates. I'm gonna be curious about gold. Cool. And before stream, I was talking with my students about how to trade with, let's say, consistency rule prop firms where you have like targets, and even there are some prop firms now offering daily payouts, which I think is awesome. And I think I made a game plan a while ago. I think it was the Apex game plan. Let me see. I think this is my Apex game plan when I play Apex challenges and fundeds. This is old rules, so it can be a little outdated. But I can manage this. Like if I'm trading Nasdaq, I can have a 50% win rate. Shooting 1 to 2s. Even you can run the numbers with a 40% win rate. And I actually made a whole guide, guys, about trading with consistency rules and how to run the numbers. It's in the Skool group. And I made a YouTube video about it this weekend. If you're trading futures prop firms, any form of consistency rules, trading drawdown, you need to know 2 things. You need to know your win rate and the risk to reward you can shoot with that win rate. That's called a data. And then you use that data. Well, this should be an arrow. That failed. Let's draw it here. Well, I can better draw, trade and draw. Go. So with this win rate data, run the numbers. How many trading days you need, including losing days. And we are living in a very nice time. Use AI for this. GPT, Bot, Gemini, all that stuff. This is what I did while making the video. Like of course, I know the numbers already, but AI just run the numbers for me. Like, hey, can you make a situation where I have a 40% win rate, I shoot 1 to 3s or 1 to 2s, and I also gonna have a losing streak of 6 in between. How many days do I need to pass a challenge or get a payout? And the AI just gives you like the whole scenario, which is literally awesome. No, I'm not sure if you're here, but if you're here, that's how I will play it. Make it very easy. I'm going later this year, probably in a few weeks already. I'm going to start the futures challenges again, just like we did last year. Just buying 20 Apex challenges, hoping to get a 9% discount anywhere in the coming few weeks. I know there's been one recently, but getting Apex challenges and just grind those, getting funded. Then breaking the bank with all those activation fees, and then trying to trade towards a payout with you guys. It's gonna be the game plan. Cool. So we are open. We have the daily fair value gap. I am open for some explosive movement. Because at the end of the day, these highs are gonna be ran. Like, don't be fooled. But for now, we are still bearish. That means we need to draw out the bearish arrays. I see that we tagged it to here already. It was pretty clean, actually, this move. What was this? Oh, London high. Fair value gap 1. Not fair value gap 2. Breakaway gap here with the order block. And then just go lower. It's insane. And we had an SMT with YM. Cool. Okay, so for the session, I'm going to be waiting for daily value gap. If you know this that retrace aggressively, you could maybe take a short. I'm gonna wait out a little bit. No SMTs at the lows here. After a stream in an hour from now, I'm releasing a full guide on how to trade SMTs. SMTs need to happen in key levels. Key level is, in this case, a daily bullish value gap. If that happens. Cool. So for USDJPY, I'm going to look for longs, lower time for longs when we hit this area, the 4-hour bullish value gap. And why do I look there? We have a liquidity sweep here. On the 4-hour, guys. We're going to take a trade on the lower time frame. Down close candles are traded to the low is an order block overlapping with the 4-hour value gap. So to keep the charts clean, we have an order block here. It starts with a wick already, so every area in its value gap would be awesome. And then once we get there, if we get there, I'm going to be looking for this to happen. That's the game plan for USDJPY. Hello, will SMT work with gold? Yes, it will. SMT with gold, you need to use silver. Just like with Bitcoin, you need to use Ethereum. But I would definitely recommend checking out the video that's going live exactly after stream at 10:30. Cool. So let's see if we can get TP on this on the stream. That would be awesome. Cool. Well, surprise, surprise, we're not going higher yet. And it can be that we're shooting lower than this, guys. So this is the first point of potential target, but we have more to rebalance down here. Massive 4-hour value gap as well. We have an order block here, this here down close candles. And if you're not here in the move, I would definitely recommend just be patient. Here, this is nice. Like I have some templates ready. Like if I do here text and I have some templates, one is catching a falling knife. And I think this is going to be a nice framework for today. When there's big displacement and you're trying to catch a reversal or a pullback, so let's call this big displacement, turn leg, or wait at least one session, let it up, build more liquidity, get a more bias setter into the market. And when waiting for a market structure shift, don't use the 1 minute. Go at least 5 minutes and up. It's my my tips I want to give you during this session, because if you're just going lower and you're not in, you just wait. You're not gonna magically be in the mood. I was looking at shorts for GPGHF, but I couldn't find nice shorts, to be honest. Well, delivered to the target, but it was not nice, in my opinion. In hindsight, it is. Let's run the numbers here, or run the situation here. liquidity sweep. And we have this first fair value gap. We start breaking down lower. This first value gap gets tapped in here. This we start a new leg. This would be like your intraday AMD. We have Asia here. This, ideally, this high sweeps out another high, but we don't. Yeah, smaller here. And then we start breaking down lower. Yeah, like, oh, yeah. Intraday, this could be a very nice trade, actually. So high here in London, it's placing lower, value gap 1. Just follow the different value gaps. Value gap 1, we go lower here. Value gap or the block. Yeah. It was a nice London entry, if you would call this. I didn't, because I was waiting for the 5 p.m. high to be taken out, which we did on Euro GHFs. So ironically, I missed the S&T. That's ironic because I literally have, I'm going to release a video about S&T. Well, here's another example. S&T, then going to the target. That's funny. Cool. So news coming in at 18 minutes. Okay, here comes a theory. And I'm building this theory for the past couple of weeks. We have rate decisions coming in next week. FOMCs next week. And the current prediction is that there is no change in rates this time. If you're not sure what rates are, rate decisions will, in fact, if the money printer goes on and if the stock market and the S in general go up or down. So when interest rates go down, they get cut. That's very, very bullish for the stock market. When interest rates stay the same or stay high, it is bearish for the stock market and the assets in general. And I was looking at it yesterday, and there's like a prediction market on this. It was like 90% chance that the Fed would not cut rates. That it means it would stay the same and no bullish stock market. But what if you crash the market a week before the rate decision, like this, crash the markets towards whatever here, then you have leverage to say to the Fed, like, yo guys, do you literally want a recession or do you want to turn on the money printer? That's my fundamental reason why I was shorting this week. And yes, it sucks. This could have been 2 very easy wins, but I'm not in. But keep in mind, like, don't be naive on how the world works. This could be definitely a case. I will be buying the stock market very soon, but let this run, let us retrace. This is what we needed to go higher. Beautiful. I have an alert. Cool. So we are approaching USJPY area for our. So this area, I would potentially look for longs. Let's see if the structure gives us that. Lower swings. And for the record, this is hands down my favorite entry model, what you're seeing right here. If you want the secret sauce of how I get all my fundeds, backtest, AUD, USD, ASAP. Wait to sweep on Monday. Breaker, value gap, order block. Trade structure. Liquidity one more time. Work of art. You want to draw out some magical lines on your charts, try out premium and discount and mark some 50% levels of ranges. So on the daily, this is the current dealing range. Or drop lower on the 4 hour. This is the current dealing range. Tap that right now. 4 hour value gap is OTE of this current dealing range. Where is my fifth? There. OTE overlapping with the middle of this value gap. So I would say for me there are 3 areas where we could move away from. It's from here, from the daily value gap, or from here if you don't hold that. Probably from here or from here. 4 areas. And that's the question, okay, which one to pick? You wait. You wait for structure to form. And please use the framework I just shared. How to catch a falling knife. It's best to just wait 1 session. So that means PM session. And if you want to trade, wait for market structure shit on the 5 minutes. Wait for buy structure on the 5 minutes, not on the 1 minute. Am I muted? I hope I am not. It would be a shame. That would be very funny if I was like talking for so long to you guys and that was just me. And that happens more than once. So I understand why this is shared in the chat. Like, especially the word again. Is deal muted again? Yes, I know. Been streaming for far over a year and still happens sometimes. But cool. Great to know. Well, so you know some of the areas where we can react from. Or 10 a.m. where I'm interested in is this overlapping 1 and 50 minutes for value gap here. Could be used perhaps for drawn liquidity. I'm pretty neutral on this. Hey, Rents. Morning. Okay, so what will happen? Like, we are now creating the sell side of the curve. In the sell side of the curve, using a market maker model example, is you should use the up close candles here as your point of interest. Because let's say these up close candles are now bearish order blocks. We want them to push price lower in a bearish scenario. These up close candles need to push price down. Once we stop respecting them, you want to use them basically as support. They're called breakers to trade higher. So once we start moving up, can be today, can be tomorrow, can be run NFP, once we're done with the down move, this is how I try to reuse. So let's say we move here, and in this fair value gap, we start to move higher. Well, obviously you want to use your fair value gap here. And then who's higher, you have your bullish order block, another fair value gap, and you're going to reuse these areas again. They overlap with a, let's say, another discount array. It's even higher probability to hold. That's how this is like the secret sauce to market maker models. Trade towards highs. Let's see what ES is up to. Where can ES go to? Well, same area. It makes so much sense that we do this before rate decisions. It's gonna be very interesting. The DEX is approaching the area as well. Oh, 5 minutes before news. And please share in the chat if there's other pairs you want me to look at. We go lower and lower and lower until we are inside the 4-hour rally gap. Guys, we just dropped 500 points. Please be careful when longing Nasdaq today. Are we finally going to in this area? This is very funny. Like, when was this? Like, I think last week. I was waiting for this area to come into for potential longs, but it left without me. And probably is going to be the area where we're going to trade it to right now. Well, let's see what the final red folder has in store for us. Then we're good for the news. It's a small red folder, so would not make too much of a difference. Yeah, use JPY is definitely on my radar here. Well, this is the reaction you want to see from an area like this. Let's see if this kind of rays are respected. I think we can go lower, but let's just follow some price action. First speed bump would be this 50-minute value gap. Ideally, you want to be close over that. So this area on USD/JPY is an overlapping part on a 4-hour value gap, an order block, and a 50-minute value gap, order block. There is where you are on the lower time frame to see for potential entries. Adjust to this position. There's no financial advice. You can lose all your money. I'm in at 78. There's a 4-hour level, 50-minute level, and then potential. The 1-minute market maker buy model is where I'm looking at. I don't expect much from the indices, guys. So if you're waiting for that, like if you want to go long, wait for this to be closed over at least. Because nothing says bullish if you do something short. Let's see if we can see a live market maker model. That would be awesome. Of course, because we make money, but especially for like the education stuff. All the videos I make are of course handpicked, all in hindsight. So it'd be nice to like show this like 30 swings, smart money reversal at a key level. Like the things actually teach are happening on the charts. That would be awesome. Okay, we now need 50 minutes of again. Let's see what we do there. Cool, so let's see in 1 minute if we can close over this value gap and the order book here. That'll be highly interesting. Cool, so now just waiting. If we displace, rebuy structure. Patience is key here. Cool. So when you need to be patient, you need to find something to do in between. It means for now, you can pick up a book, you can chill, you can ask your questions if you have any questions. You can go to the gym, go outside. Like here in the Netherlands, it's very sunny. Going outside could be very nice. Or you can study the SMT video that is releasing in 10 minutes. This is how boring your trading should be, guys. So you see a setup, you take it. The worst thing that can happen is you take a -1. Best thing that can happen is you hit your TP, and that's it. And you chill. For now, that order block and for value gap did hold pretty nice. Just looking at how the bodies are closing there. Something powerful about aggressive sells, aggressive buys there. Let's see if we follow through. Let's see if we can get some power behind this move. Also, when the market maker model would continue, then these series of down close candles can be the starting point of the order block. So this structure then should hold that. I'm now picking the body of this first down close candle, but I would say the whole series down close candle is one big order block. That is an extra, let's say, support area where I want price to go higher from if price wants to go higher. Oh, this is some clean price actually, guys. Holy shit. Look at that. Look at that. Aggressive sells, aggressive buys for value of 1, 2, and 3. I didn't take this, but this is very nice for your journal. Worth the 1 hour value. I'm almost never taking these kind of setups because it's 1 minute structure against a bearish overflow. That's why I'm not in, but I can really enjoy seeing this price being printed because it's a confirmation that the things we are doing are working, which is good for your confidence when price or when your model more aligns with the price. Do I think in terms of 20, 40, 60-day ranges? No, I don't use that in my trading, Oyibo. I know about it because I studied IST like crazy. But I don't, like, I try to simplify that. Like, I'm going to do, like, I have like a, let's say a little brother strategy for that. What I do is go to the daily, weekly, and monthly. Look for most significant swing highs and swing lows for value gaps, some order blocks as well. And that will give you basically the same effect as the 20, 40, and 60-day ranges. Because if you're on the daily or for the weekly, your swing points will be in those time frames, in those ranges. But when I was doing that, like the 20, 40, 60, like my chart was crowded with so many lines. And I was like, nah, that's not what I want. I think there's even indicators for it. No, like I've seen a indicator do it. Not sure what the name is. Also, now we have a 5 minutes for value gap overlapping with the 1 minute backward order block. But I hope that you see that this is a market maker model. Sell side of the curve from a reversal, buy side of the curve. Where does the smart money reversal happen? In an overlapping 5 minute or 50 minutes for value gap, 4 hour for value gap, and 4 hour order block. And yeah, that's how you should roll. Cool. Let's leave the stream on for a few more minutes and then call it a day. For the indices, I'm very curious what we're going to do. I honestly don't know. I'm going to inspect what we're doing here inside the discount array, because we can do two things. Do this, back deeper into the 4 hour value gap, or we can just go through it. If we happen, if we do it, then tomorrow this will be the trade. But for now, I don't know which one we're gonna do, so I'm not gonna gamble for that. I am open for the idea that this could be low of the week. But let's see what price will give us. And tomorrow is a new month. The new monthly candles are being printed. That's nice. New monthly candles. I'm still in shorts. Cool. Cool. Well done for catching short. That's awesome. I am not in Nasdaq. I'm in 2 trades right now. This one and this one. Well, we were close to TP, but now we're tracing. Tracing could be to here or in a few hours towards 4 hour for value gap. Let's see what we will get there. Getting there. Please study this price action, guys. I'm very happy that I could show this on stream today. Because that's what we live for. Market maker models. I love market maker models. Cool. 10:30, the S&T video, which I'm explaining also this piece of price action, is releasing in 1 minute. So after stream, feel free to go to the channel and watch it. And I made an epic intro with an epic sound, so definitely watch the first minute. Cool. And I'm 100% sure you're gonna have an insane value out of that. Because S&T is a very key concept. Cool. Cool. That's everything I have to share for today. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope maybe you caught a nice move. Maybe this USD/JPY trade with me. Either way, thanks for tuning in. Every Wednesday we're gonna do this on YouTube. And new videos coming out, and the challenges are going, so lots to work through and lots of things to look forward to. And I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a W in the chat, and then I will see you all next time. Enjoy the rest of your trading week. Don't blow your accounts when I'm away, and see you later. Bye bye.